This is Mrs. Ross, and this is Lesson 96, Practice Set and Starred Problem, Part 2 of 2. So let's continue where we left off. Number 18 says, raincoats were regularly priced at, at $24, and were on sale for 33 1/3% off. What is 33 1/3 of that, and then percent of that, and then what is 33 1/3% less than that? So, okay, so let's go ahead and do A. So 33 1/3% or per 100, I'm going to popcorn this. So 3 times 33 is 99, plus 1 is 100 over 3 divided by 100, which if I write this out horizontally, looks like this. So I keep, change, flip. And I get 1/3. So I want 1/3 of 24. And we know that of is one of those magic words in math that means something else. So 1/3, kind of going off the rails here, times 24 over 1 is 24 divided by 3, which is 8. So this is my answer to A. Let me switch colors here really quick. Okay. So if $8 is 33 1/3 of 94, then 33 1/3% less than, 24. Let me subtract 8. And that would be 16 is my answer there. All right, 21, use the clock face to estimate the measure of each angle. And we actually started this in our practice set in part 1. So hopefully this looks a little bit familiar. BOC, so that's BOC. And we know that there are 60 minutes on the clock face and that there are 360 degrees in a circle. So we need to find out how many degrees per minute. We did this in the practice set. So 360 degrees divided by 60 minutes is equal to 6 degrees per minute. So let's see how many minutes we have. Oh, that's not going to work. I need to erase that because now I can't see what I did. Pen. Yeah, that'll work. So BOC. So it starts at 2 and it goes to 5. So I have 5, 10, 15 minutes times 6 degrees per minute. My minutes are going to cancel, and 15 times 6 excuse me, is 90 degrees. So that's going to be A. Let me switch colors so we can go to B. B is COA. So let's see, COA. So it starts at 12 and goes to 5. So I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes times 6 degrees per minute. My minutes cancel, and I have 25 times 6, which is 150 degrees. And that makes sense. It's a obtuse angle there. And let's pick another color for DOA. So this is DOA. And that goes from 10 to 12. So that's, it goes from, let's see. 10. So that's 1, 2, 3 minutes plus 5. So that's going to be 8 total minutes. So we'll do C up here. So I have 8 minutes times my 6 degrees per minute. 8 times 6 is 48 degrees. All right. What is the measure of each exterior angle of a regular octagon? So an octagon has 8 sides, and we know that the sum of exterior angles on any polygon are going to add up to 360. So I'm going to have to divide 360 by 8 to get A, which is 360 divided by 8 is 45 degrees. So A is equal to 45 degrees. And then it says, what is the measure of each interior angle? Well, I know that A plus B is equal to 180 degrees because it makes a line. And if A is 45, my B is going to come down. Those cancel. This is equals 180 minus 45 is 135 degrees. Okay, let's change gears here. Solve this inequality and graph its solution. So this is a two-step problem, and we know that the first step is always add or subtract, and the second step is always multiply or divide. And I'm trying to get x by itself. So the first thing I need to do is subtract 1.5. I'm going to treat this kind of like an equals. It just comes down. 1.5 minus 1.5 is 0, and so my 0.8x is going to come down. This is my step 1 here. 4.7 minus 1.5 is 3.2. And then my step 2 is either multiply or divide. Here I'm going to divide to get rid of the 0.8. And I divide here. So I get x is less than 3.2 divided by 0.8 is 4. Now you see this doesn't include an equals. So I'm going to go ahead and put this here. And then the arrow points in this direction. So I'm going to highlight here. Remember, we don't highlight when it talks about integers or whole numbers or anything like that, which it does not here. So this is a highlight issue. All right, these are more two-step problems that we're just going to solve. We're not going to go back and check. Find that causes confusion. So the first thing I'm going to do is add or subtract. I want to get rid of this 7. So I have to do the opposite of what we're currently doing. 2 1/2 x. This goes away. My equals comes down. That's 20. I'm going to have to popcorn this. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Equals 20. Let me come up here. So if I have 5 over 2x is equal to 20, I'm going to have to multiply by the reciprocal. That goes away. This is going to be 20 times 2 over 1 times 5, which is 40 over 5, which is 8. Let me change colors because I kind of went into... And we'll do 26 over here. Okay, first thing I do is add or subtract, so I'm going to get rid of that 8. My 3x comes down. Equals 14 minus 8 is 6. And then the second thing I do is divide. So negative 3 divided by negative 3 is 1. My equals comes down. Positive 6 divided by negative 3 is negative 2. Okay. Number 30. Oh, wait, no, 27. This is a distribution issue. So remember, we distribute to everything that's inside of the parentheses. So I'm going to distribute that negative 3 to both of these. And it looks like this. Negative 3 times x plus, and you can always use a plus. Just make sure that you bring your negatives with you. So negative 3 times negative 4. So then I have negative 3x plus, and this is a positive 12. And that's my answer to A. B, I'm going to distribute the x. Let me change colors here. Okay. So I have x to the 1 times x to the 1 plus x to the 1 times y to the 1. So when I have the same base, x, it's going to be x to the 1 plus 1, which is x squared. And x and y are different bases, so they just hang out. Okay. All right, number 30, Gloria has 2 sets of alphabet cards, and that's 26 cards in each set. She mixed the 2 sets together to form a stack of cards. So let's see how many she had. 26 plus 26 is going to give me 52. When Gloria drew 3 cards from the deck without replacing them, what is the probability she drew either a card with an L or an R all 3 times. Ooh, this is tough. Okay, so I know that there are 2 L's and there are 2 R's. At least to start off with. So, the first time we have a probability of 4 over 52. Let's say she picked one of these, so that brings this down to 3 and this down to 51. So the second time, it's going to be 3 out of 51. And then this goes down to 2 and this goes down to 50. The third time, it's going to be 2 over 50. Now I have to multiply this out. That looks super ugly. So let me change colors and find a happy spot to do this. So let's see. I have 4 over 52 times 3 over 51 times 2 over 50. 4 times 3 is 12 times 2 is 24. 52 times 51 times 50 is ugly. Okay, let me see if 24 will go into that. Absolutely. So this is 1 over... Lovely. That was an ugly problem, but we did it. We're not scared. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.